Hi guys, welcome back to Cinescapist TV. My name is Kat, and this is where I'm posting reviews and generally chit-chat about movies and stuff. So if you like all those things, you can follow me on all the social media thingamabobs, and also, of course, subscribe to this channel for more of this. Now, this week's review is of Midnight Special, which is the new film by Jeff Nichols, who also directed Mud a couple of years ago, which was awesome. And so if that's not enough to make you go see this, this is a sci-fi movie that's also a chase movie that features a boy with superpowers, his parents, Michael Shannon and Kirsten Dunst, adorable dweeby scientist, played by Adam Driver in glasses, it's so cute, and just a lot of suspense. Kind of reminds you of films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or, I mean, to me, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Knowing without the world-ending catastrophe. We find out about this boy, Alton, who has knowledge he shouldn't have. He intercepts data from satellites. He just knows a lot of things that is impossible to know. And there's something going on with transmitting information as well. He gets this light in his eyes that he can transmit to others, and that way they share feelings, experiences. It's never exactly explained. And as far as performances go, everybody is stellar. There's no, I have no bad things to say about literally no one involved in this movie. Everybody is just great. The kid, oh my god, the kid. He carries this film. He carries the mystery of what's going on? Why do you have superpowers? Where are you going? Why are they chasing you? You know when you have a child character who, is all-knowing and he knows so much and he's, super wise and he just makes you feel at ease. You never feel stressed out or worried about anything because he knows. That's this kid. He's incredible. Now, my favorite thing about this movie is Adam Driver. He plays this really timid NSA analyst who is in charge of finding out more information about this boy. He arrives at the ranch where the boy has been living as basically the messiah of this cult. It's a little bit weird. And basically takes over the investigation. You know when in movies that are kind of like chasey and thrillery like this, you have the one kind of really stern, really dislikable figure of authority who swoops in to kind of take charge of everything, doesn't understand what is going on, doesn't want to understand what is going on. This is not the case with Adam Driver's character, and this is something that I found really important in the course of the narrative, that the main figure of authority who is in charge of basically apprehending the boy and stopping him from getting to where he needs to go is actually he has an open mind and he listens to what is going on. He's basically convinced by the end, which is really nice. I don't ever remember seeing that before. And a small spoiler, he kind of makes a Star Wars reference. I don't think that many people noticed, and it might be just me making it up. I don't know, but the first time we see Adam Driver on screen, he says something about a red saber. So, I don't know. Maybe keep an eye out for that, because I really think that was intentional. Jeff Nichols does a really good job directing everybody and bringing really intimate performances out of the adult cast and, of course, the little boy. And those performances really come across with the help of the soundtrack. The soundtrack is done by a man named David Wingo. He does, post-rocky type film soundtracks. He also worked with Jeff Nichols on Take Shelter and Mud. It's a very, very good soundtrack. If you find it on Spotify, it's just tense, but also because it's quite pared down, it's quite simple, it elevates that tension. It works extremely well. The only criticism that I have were really that other people had that I read and then went, yes. People don't tend to ask questions when weird stuff is happening in this film, which is weird. It's weird that clearly supernatural things are happening. Clearly it's not something that you would expect in our world. And people just kind of take it in stride. They just kind of go, oh yes, the kid has superpowers. Ah yes, he communicates information with his eyes and like this weird light. Ah, yes, he can't be awake during the day because like earthquakes happen, so he switched to like a nighttime thing. And it's like, are you not weirded out by this? Because I would be weirded out by this. So it's just like, that's pretty much like the only thing that I would say doesn't sit super well. Overall, really, I was just left with a sense of wonder. I really, really love original movies, and this is something that I'm going to come back to in another future video. I really love films that aren't based on anything, that are completely new, made for the film, create an entire world that works within the film, and then that's it. And this is what's great about this movie. You want to find out more about this world, you want to know everything, really, but there's no source material to go back to. It's not based on anything. You can't go back and read a book and find out more about this character, you know? Like, the film is all you get. And on the one hand, it's kind of like, oh, I really wanted to know more about this. On the other hand, it's like, well, that's what a good mystery is. That's what a good thriller is. It's creating the need in you to know more, to find out more, and perhaps the open end, because it is like, it ends interestingly. I'm not going to say how, you should go see this movie. The ending does kind of open itself up to interpretation and maybe a continuation. But I don't know if Jeff Nichols is the kind of guy who goes for sequels, so let's see. That's it for this week's review. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, click the like button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, follow me on all the social media thingamabobs, and if there's anything that you would like me to review perhaps, leave a comment down below and tell me a film that you might like me to watch and tell you my thoughts, and I might do the thing. See you next week! Subscribe dance. Subscribe dance. What's with the hands? I just, like, you know, because I'm Greek, so I talk with my hands, but this needs to stop.